Hello, 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 everybody. This is Tammy with Elevated Living today, and I am back with one of my chronicles, my Sauna Chronicles, right? So, Billy, say hi, Billy. Hey, Billy. Hey, Wooda Wooda. Hi, Billy. Hey, Wooda Wooda. You gonna sit? Sit. You know how to sit? Bentley, are you gonna sit? Sit. I didn't say move around. Can you sit? Sit. Let me see you do sit. 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 No, I already know what time it is, Ben, but you messing up my video. Stop that. You're gonna mess up my video. Look, Bentley. We have to come to some type of agreement. Bentley. Hey, Bentley, come on now. What we got going on here? Ben. Hold up. Calm down. No. Sit. No. No. You're going to calm down. No, we're not going to be anxious for anything. But by prayer and supplication, we're going to make our requests made known unto God. And I know what your request is. You hold your horses or your anxiousness. Hold them. Hold it. I know. Bentley. Look at here. Sit. I am about ready to do a video. And you interrupted my video because you want a TREAT. But guess what? Guess what? You're not getting one right now. So he has left the building, seeking out other means. Is he coming back? This is I have turned this into my create room. This is where I do all of my prayer, my meditation, my work. I do everything. This is my create room. So I have turned this into a special room. Yeah. So, you guys, I'm trying to see what he's gonna do. Cause I know what he wants. But anywho, we are not with that right now. Okay? Nope. Here you go. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a 22. I bet y'all know who that is. I used to watch her some years ago on Facebook, and she is now on TikTok. Hold up. Wait a minute. It's a child for I love to have fun. I love to laugh. It's good for the soul. Laughing is just good for you, period. Okay? So I'm trying to see what he's gonna do. I'm waiting for my daughter to come through here on her to get him, because he's been with us. Y'all see the video. He's been with us since he was a puppy, and we had to wait until he got cleared from the veterinarian, his doctor, from the breeders or the breeder. And he's been with us, and for almost the first year and a half, almost 2 years, he was with us in the house. We didn't go anywhere, do anything, so he's just been around us. And Um, he love us. He's family now. We love our big man. He's sitting right here. He's being calm right now. I don't know if you could see him, but he's sitting here, and I need to post a video. I'm gonna post that footage of one. It was like a part two of a I think a haul that I did for him that I didn't post. But if you are looking for something to actually, it's like he fits my energy, because I have a lot of energy, and I am happy. I'll say 95% of the time. Most of the time I am in a good mood. And he 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 matches my energy. I love that. I love that in him, and it was one of the things that I made me select him. Okay, so I wanted to come to you all with talking about my Sauna Chronicles, and I have been going to the sauna, and I'm gonna get to something else because I'm looking at my little chunky self through here. I picked up a couple, not a whole lot, but I did pick up a couple pounds over the winter. Not just over the winter, yeah, over the winter. And because I was working on some things, and but not a whole lot. I made a promise to myself that I would never get back to that obese size that I had gotten to after I broke my elbow. I injured my elbow, broke it, and also had a break in my arm. And the break in my arm healed up faster, but the radial head in my elbow was it was pretty major. And I kind of worked through it. I didn't get the surgery that the specialist recommended, but my doctor that I went to, who was a specialist in these types of injuries, recommended that I give it time to heal on its own, which was my thought as well. And I'm kind of glad he didn't, because by me being older, I'm not doing things that I did when I was in, high school, after high school, so now, and it's pretty good. And it does still, I feel, that uneasiness sometimes in this arm. I still do feel it. And I injured my shoulder, and sometimes I do feel that, especially, but I didn't feel it so much, until I got to, move to Georgia. Yeah. So Florida is more of a warmer climate. Georgia is too. But Florida, I was at the beach Thanksgiving morning one day doing a video in Florida at the beach, because I called the beach my happy place when I was in Florida. And, moving to the Atlanta area, it's a different climate. It's really, really hot during the summer months, but then the winter months, it's a lot colder than Florida. Can't compare it to the more northern states, because I have not resided there during that time. So, however, it is more northern than Florida. It's like in the Atlanta area, you could be one day in the 90s, and when it's like in the winter, spring, headed towards summer months, and wake up and it's like, what happened? It's in the 40s. What happened? Who turned the air conditioner on out here? But that is the type of things that you can encounter as you head more up north. Now, in Florida, you can have that as well. Very seldom. Not so much. Even in the winter, you might have a couple of weeks of winter in Florida, but not a whole lot. But anyways, I'm coming on here to talk to you about my Sauna Chronicles. And I am doing sauna right now. And I just want to give you all some updates on detoxing. And um, I guess I can talk a little bit now about it. There, to me, there is not really much of a difference between fasting and detoxing except for the individual's mindset towards them. Um, when you talk to individuals or you research it, fasting is more related to spiritual or religious purposes. And however, um, it will give you the same results as detoxing, except for that religious individual encounters more information that there are some herbs or supplements that you can take to aid in your fasting that will help you detox, because the purpose of fasting in a spiritual manner, even though it's led towards spiritual purposes, it's still for the same manner or the same goal as detoxing. And you would really have to have an open mind to grasp this concept, okay? So with detoxing, is usually just for cleansing the body for uh, one of the main things when people don't want to seem so what do they call it, sacrilegious, or so religious, or be so superficial. When a person detoxes, they want to cleanse their body, but you're going to get the same results as you do if you were doing it for religious purposes, except for with detoxing, people are more open to other things than just being inside of a box. With fasting, you may find a person doing just a water fast, or they'll do a vegetable fast because they want to stick with biblical principles as to a character in the Bible who has fasted, such as Daniel. That's a very popular one, with just doing vegetables, lentils, things of that, water, things of that manner. And which is very good. However, if you are aware, or you're just wanting to be proactive, you can incorporate, which is also in the biblical Bible, in the biblical text, you can incorporate herbs that will aid in your detoxing. And a lot of people don't do that. I remember I did my fast, that really long fast. I've done different types of fasts. But I did a really long fast, and it was just water. I did it for, I kid you not, for 45 days. And then the 45th day was the day that I said, okay, I'm going to break this. And the only reason I broke it is because I was getting so skinny. And it wasn't so much of the skinniness that got me, more so than it is my eyes. And you can see my eyes now, the sockets are. Can I come up a little bit closer? But anywho, my eyes went to looking like they were like sinking into my head. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not, but that's what it looked like to me. And that's what caused me to start to break that fast. And I remember getting up one morning to put on some shorts that I previously wore. That was a smaller size that I got during the fast, and they dropped down to the ground. Even when I flipped them over to kind of like tighten them and make them a better fit for my smaller frame at that time, they still went down to the ground. They just dropped down to the ground. So that's what has caused me to break my fast. But I had to force myself to eat because I had gotten to this habit of not eating. And that was like the 55th day when I started back eating. But I wish I had the knowledge that I have now of incorporating herbs, because there are different herbs that aid in detoxification, which fasting does. You know, you can detox and reach out to God, pray, meditate. You can do all of that while you're detoxing. So that's one of the things to me that's why a lot of people are not so religious these days, because you got to get out of that box, you know. But when I did that fast, I still, like now, I probably, my thought, I was looking at the video that I did earlier. I think so far ahead, you know, I have to slow down and say, you know, you didn't give them this pointer. I'll jump from one to the other, and I have to, you know, stay on course, stay focused on the point that I'm trying to make. But anywho, if I had that knowledge that I have now, you know, I still would do fast, but that 45-day fast would have been more beneficial to me, not just spiritually. It was definitely beneficial. Anytime you restrict yourself in a way of consuming foods for spiritual purposes, you're going to get spiritual results. That to me is very powerful. Not just to me, in the spiritual realm, that's very powerful. However, when you get more knowledge, more wisdom and understanding, my words, my mom loved to say that if you utilize and incorporate herbs into your fast, you're going to like really top, you know, for your body what you would just do just doing water. So that is something that, you know, I wish I had known when I did that really long fast, because I know, not just feel or think, I know that fast would have been more beneficial to me physically. You know, even though it was definitely beneficial to me spiritually, it would have been 10 times than what it was for me physically. So now that I know what I know, when you know better, you do better. So now that I know what I know, I incorporate herbs, and I have some of those that I include in the course that I am offering for detoxing, that's coming up in June. And I don't want to get into, I will get into that. This is my Chronicles, my Sauna Chronicles. And the reason why I'm incorporating this in my, because it's the bigger picture. It all ties into the bigger picture. But with my Sauna Chronicles, what I was going to say is that I've been going to the sauna, and which also aids in detoxing. And I noticed, like, when I did, shortly after I did that 55-day fast, or I'll just say 45-day fast because it went longer than it should have been, I actually went to the sauna for 2 weeks. And it was good. I really, you know, it was really, really good. However, now when I went to the sauna, then I did not take water with me. Now when I go to the sauna, I put in my gym bag 5 bottled waters, and I'll take my thermal encapsulated per se cup or container with me. It depends on whether I'm in a rush, depends on how fast I'm moving. But anyways, I take water with me and I drink water while I'm there. Now with more wisdom, I try to stay in there really long periods of time. But it's recommended that you stay 15 minutes. I wouldn't stay any more than 20 minutes, and that is the maximum that's recommended in at a time. And you want to come out, give your body a break, and then, drink you some water, go back in. However, I have my water on hand with me. I have one outside the sauna, I have one with me in the sauna, and I have one in my locker, in my gym bag. So, not just one, a couple. I'm telling you, I take 4 to 5 bottled waters with me. So, and I've noticed this time with doing that, as I drink the water, I notice that there is more cleansing and more flushing of the toxins. And one of the and more flushings of the toxins, so you get more result, because when you're in the sauna, your body is actually losing water. And also, I did a research that it loses electrolytes. However, you can replenish those in the way that you choose. I'm not going to give advice on that because I took some advice and it didn't really work for me. So you research and you work around that to see what works for you, but I'm not going to put that here. So, however, you do want to stay hydrated because your body is losing water. And you want to make sure that you put the water back in. So I am not waiting until I get home. I am actually replenishing that water while I am at the sauna or in the sauna. Okay, so, and another thing that I've noticed is when I'm in the sauna, my heart rate rises after a certain period of time. And I know that your blood vessels tend to expand when heat is applied. So that's going to give you a better blood flow, or blood circulation through your body, which is going to help flush toxins out of your body. So the lymphatic system is going to help that to drain even better, okay, to get those toxins out as well. And y'all, the sauna is so good if you are detoxing. And I'm trying to limit what I put here because there are some things that I'm only going to talk about in my class, in the course that I'm going to actually be giving, that's coming up June 5th through June 22nd. And also, fasting, detoxing can save your life, okay? And that I will be discussing as well. It can save your life in so many ways, okay? There are some health issues that people face that can be resolved just by changing their diet, just by doing a fast or detox. And depending on what you are dealing with in your life, I love to speak on self-care because you have to be wise in this day and time, because if you experience things that are abnormal and people will talk about them in a religious manner, and you can face them with fasting to do spiritual warfare. However, not everyone wants to be in that warfare with you. So you have to get down right into it by yourself. And so it's basically of setting I say a self-care routine. You can say a spiritual self-care routine, or however you want to word it. But in this, you want to do things to take care of yourself. And I am not a preacher. I can get on here and preach and speak in tongues, pray, cry, talk about, I don't want to do that. Because I see some people get on here, they even go to the extent, and I'm not trying to mock anybody, but of crying, trying to tap into people's emotion and to make them feel like, oh, I'm really here for just you, and they're not here for selfish reasons. But all of us, to a certain extent, are on YouTube because we want to express our God-given talents, and what we have to offer to the world. And you have to make sure whomever is before you, you have to have that discernment of that it's for you. And I don't want to get too far ahead or away from my point. However, and I'm not saying, because I may get on here and shed a tear, or two. But anywho, I just want to get on here and talk about, I'm talking about detoxing, and this is a part of my Sauna Chronicles, so sauna, you guys, there is just so much to talk about in detoxing. And I know so many people, when people talk to you, I remember, wow, this video is almost 30 minutes long. I'm not going to get too far talk about it. I'm only going to do a few minutes more. It's going to have to be a continued conversation. However, if you are, and I have to put this in here, if you are experiencing difficulties, abnormal situations, fasting is definitely a major tool that you can use in that situation. And so many times we look for others to come rescue us. We'll run to try to get a word here, run to try to get a word there, and to reach out to people. And sometimes they have nothing for you. Some of those people haven't really battled or went to war in the manner that you need to go. Or they're just not willing to go there for you because, as they say, I've heard it since I've been on social media late, no one is going to come save you. You have to save yourself. To a certain degree, that is correct. However, there is so much information that is available to assist you, that gives you what you need, the tools to empower you, so that you would know who you are and the power that you possess. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to heal yourself. You have the power to tread upon serpents, to cast out devils. You have that power. You have that power. And until you realize you have that power, the power is in you, then you're going to look for that power to come into your life from other places. And depending on whether or not God is trying to elevate you to the next level, a person or someone may show up to assist you in that. But at some point, as I say, I'm not going to say you're going to have to man up or woman up, But you're going to have to take things to the next level and realize who you are. You are the power. You are the power. And the keys that I give you on my platform is one of it is to empower you so that you can become fully aware of who you are, so you don't have to go searching here or there, and realize that the kingdom is within you. You are the power. You know, you have the power to change your life. You have the power to heal your life. You have the power. And these are some of the things that I am going to be teaching in my class about detoxing and restore. You know, and if you go back and watch my videos, anyway, I'm not going to get into that, where I went through healing, restoration, and elevation. Those are just key concept or elements of elevated living today. Healing, restoration, and elevation. And you have the power to heal yourself. And next I'm going to talk about a little bit more about that too. I was just going to throw this in here before I end the video. I remember when I first started this platform, I was on here talking about, oh, you can heal your life. You have the power to heal your life. You can heal your life. And then, bam, I got hit with something that I had to heal myself of. I had tests done. Doctors couldn't find anything. I went and had all kinds of examinations, x-rays, tests done. They couldn't find anything. And honey, I could have waited around, cried, and waited for people. And I sought God and got into the presence of God. And He empowered me and showed me that I had the power to heal myself. So I am here today excuse me, I need some tissue. I'm just going to wipe. Sorry, y'all. And I'm going to post this. I am here today by the presence and the recognized power of God that dwells within me. And I learned how to heal myself. And one of those tools is through detoxing, fasting and detoxing. Detoxing is something that I'm going to focus on, and I also will touch in my class on fasting, because if it's for religious purposes, it's definitely very powerful. But if you want to capitalize on that for your physical aspect, detoxing. Okay? All right. I love you guys, and my website, go and visit, is theelevatedlivingtoday.com. I have also products, that I offer on my website. It's probably come from me going to the sauna. On my website, I have I have t-shirts. I have a couple of more t-shirts that are coming out, and one of them that I have on my website is make moves, not excuses. This is the time. We're not sitting around wimping out. We're not sitting around looking for people to come save us. We're not sitting around making excuses of why we can't do something. This is the time where we are making moves. And as Queen Diana Ross says, if it does not work for me, at least I can say that I tried and I did it myself. Make moves, not excuses. Pursue your goals. Work towards your dream, and we know that God will see you through. So go there, take a look. theelevatedlivingtoday.com. THE elevatedlivingtoday.com. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.